Well, thank you now for this opportunity to come out tonight. Let's bring honor and glory to your precious and holy name. Remember to keep you as the foremost reason for this season. Thank you for everyone here tonight. Thank you for the ones that serve on this council and the mayor. Let them always conduct themselves in a Christ-like manner. Passing that name. Amen.
Amen.
We would remain standing and say, pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'll call this meeting to order. And Brenda, would you call the roll?
Yes, sir. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Roll call. Mayor.
Yep.
Myrtle. Eugene.
Here.
Brenda.
Present.
Present.
Oh,
For a change. She's been lost for 2 months. Floyd.
Yep.
Steve.
Here.
Mayor, they're all, everybody's present. They're all here.
Thank you very much. All right, welcome everybody to our monthly council meeting. If you would, kindly mute your phone or turn them off during the meeting. We would appreciate it. All right, first order is minutes from the last meeting.
The town council meeting of November the 10th, 2014. The invocation was given by Mr. Don Hagel. The Pledge of Allegiance was given by all in attendance. The meeting was called to order by Mayor Arthur Self at 7 p.m. Roll call. Mayor Arthur Self and Councilors Myrtle Van Cleet, Eugene Kiley, Floyd Philpott, and Steve Brewer present. Brenda Lowe absent. A welcome to the public in attendance. Please mute or turn off cell phones during the meeting. The minutes of the previous meeting were read. A motion was made to approve the minutes by Floyd and seconded by Steve. Motion carried. No financial reports tonight. Report of officers. The mayor reported the Blount County Commission accepted responsibilities for roads and county line, except Green Acres, Industrial Center Road, and Commercial Drive. The Drummond annexation agreement was presented. A motion to accept on the first reading made by Floyd and seconded by Myrtle. Motion carried. There being no further business, a motion to adjourn was made by Floyd Philpott and seconded by Myrtle Van Cleet. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 7:55 p.m. Respectfully submitted by Brenda Philpott, Town Clerk.
Okay. Any comments or questions?
I have a question. Why accept Green Acres and commercial?
Because it's never been put into the town.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Commercial
commercial.
Drive,
No, it's
those
never
were
been.
annexed in, when John David's property was annexed in. Commercial Drive and the other one here, Industrial Center Road, were part of that annexation.
And I don't even know where is Industrial Center Drive and Commercial Drive. Is that John David?
But I know it's down there where the pipe shop, where the pipes are,
Oh, okay.
and those little roads back there.
So that's because this was annexed after 95.
Well, Green Acres, the roads in Green Acres have never been accepted by the town.
Because they wouldn't accept it before.
And the county didn't accept it because of the subdivision.
Well,
I mean,
do we not need to do something about that? I mean, that's part of the
I would
town.
think so, but I don't know. Ask the mayor. What we need to do about that.
I mean, even if they're not going to be responsible for those roads because they were brought into the town after 95, they still need to be brought into the town. Green Acres is in the town.
Well, the roads have never been
That
turned
makes
over to the town by the developer.
Oh,
And it is my understanding, they have to be, the town has to accept them from the developer before the town takes responsibility for them. And as of yet, it's never been done.
So how do we go about doing that? We just need to call the Van
But they have to be up to code, number one. I'm not sure what else would be required. Would probably have to be initiated by the developer.
I wouldn't guarantee you, but I think there's gonna have to be some steel put on that road.
Yeah, it's never had a top seal put on it, a top coat put on it.
It never has been put on.
Yes.
I mean, at this point, it does have to meet a certain standard before it can be annexed or accepted by the town. Exactly what those standards are, I'm not familiar enough with it to say.
Mr. Reed?
Well, there's, I don't know if you have any subdivision requirements that have been adopted by ordinance. I haven't addressed that issue or looked back, but if you have, for example, if you say that a subdivision within the town limits is going to have to meet a certain requirement, has to have a certain base, width, whatever that may be, it would have to meet that before it can be accepted or brought into the town. That may be in the town limits already, but it would be the developer's responsibility up to that point to get it to that standard before the town would take over the maintenance of it. Now, part of the reason that this was excluded was particularly because it's a road that I think came into existence, I'm not sure about the date, but certainly if it was annexed in after 95, it would be the town's responsibility, no matter whether it's been accepted or not, once it meets that standard that the town sets by the developer. Now, some entities like the county, in some circumstances, and the certain towns can put requirements that are greater than the county requires, some put less than the county requires, but whatever those standards are, that's what they would have to be brought to before the town could assume responsibility for it. You certainly wouldn't want to accept the road when it was parked dirt and then they're supposed to be promised paved road. So you got it has to be, when you sanction a subdivision, that should be part of the subdivision plan. If we're going to have a gravel road that's X number of feet wide with X number of inches of base or whatever the standard that the town sets would be.
I doubt if the town had any standards, but,
In some cases, like the county has done it before, is to require developers to put up a bond to make sure that their road is brought to that standard before they accept it. So that if they, if a developer went out bankrupt or something like that, there's financial safeguard there to be able to complete the road if something happened to a developer prior to them turning them over to the town or completing the project. Is every lot built out in that subdivision?
No.
No,
And so a lot of times that may be the reason for not completing the road, because you have to potentially have construction traffic that could damage the roads up to the point that it's completed or built out to 100%.
but it will be something that has to be addressed at some point. Right now, it's like Rick said, there's still several lots that have not been developed, even on the streets that are paved. Plus that section that crosses the little valley there.
In the
that
back,
hasn't-
all of that back there.
That hasn't been developed at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's,
Well, up until that point, it's not the developer responsible for the upkeep of the roads. You're on free then
I
until.
think as long as there's construction going on, whoever the builders and developers are will have some responsibility for maintaining those roads until they But that, you don't have a completed subdivision until it's built out.
But anyway, that's where we stand, and that's why the county did not take responsibility for it.
When was the subdivision?
I don't know what year it started, but I know that 2007, at least 2007, and
Now, we were there in 2006.
Yeah, to the,
We were there 2006, but
yeah. I
What
mean,
year
our
was it
house was
started?
already built, huh?
What year was it started?
I don't know.
I don't think it was very long before.
Before that,
After 95?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say it was after 2000.
probably around 2003, 2004.
Was the property within the town limits before the development
Yeah.
started?
Yeah. Anyway, that's why it's not included. That's why Blount County didn't take it over. But it will be something that has to be addressed at a future date.
I have a question about it, though. Suppose we had catastrophe, tornado, something. So the county wouldn't help do anything if our subdivision was messed up with it. That would be my question.
I don't think it would be the county's responsibility
It would be the town, I mean, or
either
the
way.
developer.
It's either gonna be, at this point, either the towns or the developer.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's all I wanted to know. Who am I gonna go to if my house gets blown away or torn up? Okay. Okay, that answers that question.
Probably your insurance company.
That's probably just my insurance company
Now,
and me.
back to review of the minutes. Any other questions or comments about the minutes from the last meeting? And do we have a motion to accept as read?
I make the motion
we accept.
Okay. Earl made the motion, Brendan seconded.
Who seconded?
Brenda.
Brenda?
All in favor? Say aye.
That stranger.
This stranger.
All right, motion carried.
Okay.
All right, we've got 2 months worth of reports. We'll start with the ending of October 31st and the 2 and 7 account. Our beginning balance was $5,847.35 with an ending balance $6,031.02. And the 456 account, the beginning balance was $6,930.24 with an ending balance of $7,075.01. All right, capital improvements fund, beginning and ending balance is $5,126.78. And the general fund account, beginning balance, $5,462.97. And ending balance of $3,686.68.
Wait a minute. On 1031?
Mhm.
The general fund,
Yeah, well, the balance right now is 5106, or it was, 510103.
I was looking at the ending balance with the projected.
Yeah, with the outstanding checks, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
The ending balance would be $3,686.68.
you got November in there too.
Right.
So you want to
All right,
approve.
before I vote in November, any questions or comments on the October financial statements? All right, now let's proceed on with November's. Can I start with the 2 and 7 account? The beginning balance on the 2 and 7 account for the November, the beginning balance is actually the cleared balance on the previous month's sheet, which was $5,728.84. The cleared balance for the 2 and 7 account, $5,882.67, with $302.18 of uncleared transactions. Giving an ending balance of $6,184.85. All right, the 4, 5, and 6 account, the beginning balance was $7,075.01, and the ending balance is $7,200.25. And again, the capital improvements fund beginning and ending balances was $5,126.78. And it brings us to the general fund account for November. Again, the beginning balance for November was $5,101.03, which was the cleared balance on the previous month's report. And our cleared balance is $4,335.57, with uncleared transactions of $5.66, giving us an ending balance of $4,341.23. Any questions or comments on either month's financial reports?
I was just looking at the water bill, no more than what we're up here, $91.
That's for the fire hydrants.
Oh, okay, gotcha, I thought, man,
It sure is a lot for just up here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot
A few
about the
minutes.
fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Sorry, that's what you're supposed to do, is ask a question.
Well,
Think about.
I might have been absconding with money. No,
I mean, on the top of the
no,
road.
there wasn't nothing like that. I took some tile water work.
We talked about it when I first.
There's another one down below.
Oh, put another one in.
It's $23. Oh,
Y'all don't think
okay.
that's the one.
I didn't see, I just saw the $91 when it jumped out at me. Yeah.
It was funny, right? Today.
He's paying, right now, he's paying. Because she never tells us. See, when we had that put in, all the families down there got together and had it put in, and the town didn't have it put in. And then Miss Wayton, they had it done, so the bill comes to her, and she never tells us when she gets it or how much we owe her, so. But, you know, she's not in real good health, and if anything happens, and we won't know what to do.
We'll have to, let's put it on the agenda and let's get the information on it and bring it to us. All right.
And what was that?
It was about the water hydrant on Coppersville Road.
Or
Mhm.
what's her
The
name?
town doesn't pay for that.
Doesn't pay for
But anyway, we'll bring it up at another meeting
Okay,
when we get more information.
okay. And what is her name?
it. Her name's Miss Wayton, Joyce Wayton, the
Wait,
one that pays it. Wayton, W-A-Y-T-O-N.
wait.
Okay. No reports from standing committees or special committees.
Who,
I didn't accept it.
did somebody make a motion on the
Oh,
finance?
I'm sorry.
I make a motion that we accept them as read.
Second.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's distracting. All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay.
I did get sidetracked there. All right, report sponsor. I attended the Blount County Commission meeting this morning where they held the public hearing for the renewal of the Blount County Solid Waste Management Plan. They closed the hearing, gathered all the if there were any comments, I don't know. But the commission passed a resolution to accept the renewal. So it's going to ADM, and ours is sitting on the desk. Our request for change is at ADM, sitting on the desk, waiting on Blount counties to come in. And when Blount county's final plan comes in, and once it's approved, ours will be approved along with it. So that they will put that solid waste management plan to bed for good.
Good.
Yep. That's where we stand on that. As far as the developer, he was out of state for the last month, and I just talked to him today, and we're supposed to get together and meet with the Drummond folks on Friday. And as soon as we get that done, try to get the maps and stuff up here so we can present it to you again so you can see what's going on. But that's where we stand on it right now. I really don't have anything additional to add to it this month. Any questions or comments?
Is there a reason that we maybe need to meet a little earlier than that, as soon as you meet with them, and maybe we need to meet and address it, or?
I don't think that there's any real rush to get anything done. I mean, it's just something we need to take our time with, to make sure that we get everything done appropriately.
Okay.
Any questions from attendees or visitors here?
Do we know why Trafford turned them down on their annexation offer?
No, I don't. Don't know why Trafford backed out, but I think it had to do with some of the people that we replaced here.
Could we possibly put a statement in the annexation saying that none of that property could ever be used for a landfill of any sort?
I don't know that we, well, we'll still have control over whether or not
Right.
they can. And they'll have to go through the same hoops as anybody else. That if they ever suggested putting one in, but I don't think that's what Drummond's has in mind. That's my impression.
What property are we talking about?
Drummond property, south of us, south of town. I don't have the map with me. I had a little map last month.
Is it out on Bethel Road?
Hmm.
Is it out close to Bethel Road?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Are you planning just to annex the property that has been previously stripped, or are you looking at land around it, or what is the game plan at this point?
The intent is to annex additional property. We're annexing in the Drummond property so that it's continuous to the next section of property that we're trying to bring in, so that they start develop, or they want to mine a certain section. And it's that section is between Dean and
Deer Trail. Deer Trail.
Youth.
Deer Trail.
Buttes.
Deer Trail.
Yeah.
Deer Trail.
Are you saying Deer Trail?
Yeah, Deer Trail,
Okay.
section right in there.
Was it Dean, and then on the other side, or just before the county line, going north on 79? What is that, Bethel?
Bethel, and then you got,
Yeah, it basically
you got
stretches,
Hicks Road comes up in that too.
yeah, it basically stretches from County Line Road, or the property stretches from County Line Road to Bethel to
Right.
Dean.
Mhm.
And so I wasn't sure what you guys were looking to annex.
Yeah, as far as I know, I can just give you some general sections. I don't have the exact property description
Uh-huh.
or legal description, but we're looking at Township 14, Range 2 West, Section 14, 23, and 24.
Okay.
That's what the Drummond piece is right now.
Okay.
Other property will be annexed at a later time, but this is just the first step.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that the plot of land that the developer wants to mine is between Bethel and Dean's Road. That's the best description I can give.
Right.
Uh,
Well, that's the piece that Jefferson County was rezoning for them several months ago.
mhm.
Or they had requested be rezoned. I honestly don't even know what the outcome of that hearing was. But it was actually, the piece they were wanting rezoned was actually very close to Dean Road.
Yeah, I know that the property that the developer wants to mine has been zoned as strip mining.
Okay.
Uh,
I think a great deal of it already was, and there was just
Mhm.
one piece over there that they wanted to get rezoned appropriately.
Yeah, I wish I had that rough map, but I didn't bring it with me tonight. But I can, I'll try to, at the next meeting, I want to have a detailed map showing where the property is and what sections of property we want to annex. None of this annexation is being done without the landowner's approval. We're not doing any forceful annexation. So everything we're going to be doing is by the approval, or with the approval of the current landowner.
that's Drummond in this case.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Any other questions or comments on this particular issue? All right. Any other items or questions from the council?
I have a question. And I've talked about this before, but the school next door, or the building next door, is a business, right?
He had Circle M Builders, is there?
Mhm. And he bought a permit
He bought a business license, yeah.
or business license?
Yeah.
Then, and I see all this equipment out there that's being sold, and why is the town not getting taxes off of that?
Well, number one, we're not registered with the state to get sales tax. I
Right.
found that out today.
And how do we
And
go about doing
we'll
that?
have to contact the State Department of Revenue, and I don't know what's gonna have to be done, but we need to tell them and let them know that we have a 2% tax.
Mhm.
Because right now, all the taxes are being paid electronically and online. You file your, when you're collecting, sales tax, you report it online and pay it online. And then the state will then distribute it accordingly. But, county line is not listed on the towns that they distribute for.
And what does get distributed goes to Tracker. Because they have sales tax, they have retail businesses.
Mhm.
And so anything that comes up with a Trafford address, zip code, goes to Trafford.
Well, I think we need to change that.
It's, I'll check into it, see how complicated it is, because I've dealt with sales taxes my
Yes.
whole career, but.
But I mean,
It's
you
a
know,
MAT system.
the 2% sales tax has been here for a long time. And I think since it was voted in, and we do have a few businesses here, that we do need to start collecting it.
Yeah, I agree.
What businesses do we have here?
Well, I would consider trailer park rentals as a business. Would that not be counted as business?
That
Um,
would not be sales,
that wouldn't be.
the sales tax would not be collected on rental
But I
property.
mean, next door, we have a business. And if Drummond's, if we're annexing this, into county line, would that not be a business?
Well, they're not doing business in county line. They own the property in county line.
We just, I don't know that we have enough to warrant Alabama
Well-
Department of Revenue. I don't know.
Well, we need
But
to,
I'll
we need to
check.
register with them anyway.
I do need to
Um,
register with them, but I don't even remember when, I'll have to go look it up as to when they enacted the 2% sales tax.
It's been a while.
They did that just before,
Just before
just
we-
before they left office.
Right, that's what I thought, just before they left and we came in, and I'd have to look up and see when they enacted the 2%.
Yeah, we'll have to send a copy of that, at least that, ordinance.
Yeah, and why they didn't go ahead and register with the state of Alabama, I don't know.
Anyway, that's, I know that
I'll
we're
check
not,
into it though.
I know we're not on the list, because I was looking at something else today and came across that.
You came across the where they enacted the sales tax?
No, that we were not,
Collecting it
Carolina was not listed under the municipality
under the Alabama.
that they collect for?
Another thing that I, had was, even though that we have done a lot with what little resources that we have, nothing is really showing where we've done anything for the town. And somebody told me that Blount County, or one of the reporters or somebody up for one of the papers, said they would come down here to one of our meetings if we invited them. And I think that we really need to let the people know that we have done stuff for the town, even though, you know, what we've done is kind of behind the scenes and can't be seen.
We need to do it with Blount County and with North Jefferson. I get the North Jefferson News, and they have a lot of community happening things, and,
Yeah, I think that would be good, so that
I
people.
think we do need to advertise a little bit to let people know that we are working and that we are a part of. I think they ought to recognize us, since we do have property in Jefferson County, that the North Jefferson News recognizes us as a community in North Jefferson. So I've been thinking seriously about that, and myself just doing that, so. Because I take the North Jefferson, and they have all these communities in here, but they don't have county line.
All right.
I'll contact somebody there. And the Blount County. What is that man's name? Ron
Jolson.
Golson?
Yeah, because, you know, election time's gonna be coming up in a couple of years, and we just want them to know that we have worked.
That we've been doing something.
Well, you all, since you weren't here last month, well, you saw in the minutes where Blount County has taken responsibility for the roads, right? And again, we're not gonna see anything immediately out of Blount County on the roads, but they are going to do something about it.
I'll have it in writing, don't we?
Yeah, and it's things like that that I think the people should be aware of, that, you know. And, you know, I mean, I know they could come to the meetings and find all this out, but most people don't go to town meetings. You know, they just need to know what's going on in their town. I just think it would be good if we had somebody to maybe just do a write-up about, you know, things that have been going on.
Do you want to be the one to advertise to do that job?
To advertise?
To
Well,
tell about the town?
Let's,
You can write the column.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the reporters will write it. They'll
I
write
make
it.
a
All you
motion
gotta do
that,
is just tell them about it when
we
they
have
come
Brenda-
here. They'll word it themselves.
He's making a motion.
making a motion to
I
have
second
Brenda,
it.
I second it.
And I don't even have a vote, but I second it.
I second it.
All you've got to
if you
do
would
is
take
make
that
a
on,
phone
then
call.
we'd appreciate that.
We appreciate you doing it.
That's all you got to do.
And so you're gonna contact Blount County, the Blount County and the North Jefferson News? Huh? Okay.
All right. All right, any other questions? Yes, sir.
Two things. Number one, have we heard anything at all about the power lines?
About the old
The cable.
cable? No, I have not, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't pursued it this month.
And then have you heard anything about the county bringing the Motrin?
No, no,
The county doing what?
Bringing the
Motrin.
Motrin. Well, I thought they were gonna do that for some reason.
yeah,
And I don't know why we can't get somebody to get that cable. It looks like, I go by there sometimes and it looks like it's gone and then
I
it's
saw
not.
Charter Cable in Trafford yesterday.
Did you?
I saw a car with Charter Cable on the side.
All right.
So
Let
they're
me,
still in this area.
try to give Commissioner Strickland a call tomorrow and see what I can find out there. And see when they can get it, when they're scheduled to get it out there. As far as the cable, I know that Brenda's
I have called.
called and I've called, and
If it's a piece of charter cable and it's on the ground, you might as well roll it up and take it to the recycling bin.
They're not gonna do anything. I have talked to supposedly.
we have tried over and over again to get charter to come out here and take that cable.
Before you get
We got,
stop sign,
Yes.
excuse me,
side of there on the right.
No.
Laying down, and running
Hold
across
it
the
out,
yard, and
please.
hanging over a driveway. It's
please,
been there for,
Curtis,
hold it down, please.
Sue
Well-
Francis said she saw Boo's husband roll it up.
Rolling something up, rolling, yeah.
Well, it is not one long strip on the ground anymore. It's been pulled down into a, rolled up or whatever,
And it's not on
into
the
a
ground.
single spot, but it's still hanging on the ground.
Yeah.
And we have tried and no, charter will not come out and get it. So, in my opinion, if somebody wants to take it down, take it to scrapyard,
But they don't want it because it doesn't have copper in it. Nobody has.
well,
it does have copper in it.
Coax,
Hey, it
it's just
does.
aluminum coax.
It's just aluminum.
No, I don't
Even
think it's
aluminum,
aluminum.
what's
I
on?
think it's
That's
steel
What
is
it's on,
what,
yeah.
what's his name? What is our electrician?
Jason.
Jason said he looked at it and tried to, and he said he didn't have anything that would cut it because it's not copper, it's
I
steel.
saw
Okay.
it.
anyway, we're gonna have to do something about that.
I guess
If I could climb it, I'd get up there and cut it down.
rolled it up, put it in the back of his little car.
We may end up having to pay somebody to take it down.
Well, like I said, I tried to get Jason and he said he didn't have anything that would cut it, so I didn't know where else to go with after that.
We'll have to,
We'll have to find
Good
somebody.
sawzall with a hacksaw blade and take it down.
Bolt cutters are cut.
Yeah, doesn't have to set bolt cutter.
Well,
He had to set that thing
unfortunately-
up bigger end.
Unfortunately, Lucy and I are not gonna climb up there with a hacksaw.
But
I'm not climbing up there
whack it
either.
off on the ground.
We'll have to find somebody to take it down for
Now,
us.
Lucy and I do a lot of things, and but we're not climbing up there. We're gonna climb up here, somebody is, and put some new stuff there, because we've got some panels back there.
Yeah, we're gonna change.
And I don't think we're
All right.
leaving anymore.
Let's close this up. Any other questions or comments? Anything else from the council? All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I second it.
Eugene, second, okay.
All in favor? Aye. Motion's carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Was a good meeting.